What did it say? Apocrypha. So the original King James had the Apocrypha in it. In 1928, under the Vatican, they made an agreement to take 14 books out of the Holy Bible, because they understood God's people would wake up at the end and want answers. Now, understand this. Thousands of years before the Europeans put this image up, it was written up in Wisdom of Solomon that they would do this, and the reason for it. Want me to read it? Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter. Because guess what? We're showing you that this was a plan at the highest spiritual level. And they did this to bring a strong delusion in the whole earth so that everyone would believe a lie. And then, at the end, Satan would actually show that he lied to everyone to break the faith of the world. The Roman Catholic Church is the whore that sitteth on many waters. And in her cup was the wine that made the whole earth drunk. Made the whole earth drunk in pagan philosophies and religion and worships. Now, I made a statement that this was written up in the Apocrypha, and that's why the Roman Catholic Church pulled it out. Pulled it out of the Bible. Now, another thing. This is the biggest part about it. They knew what God's people really looked like when they did this. Now, I'm going to bring that around too. Because first of all, Christ and his people were not Europeans. You know that, right?
Yes. Of course.
Now, go to Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 8. I'm going to show you why they took this out of the Bible, the Vatican, along with the Pope, which is the biggest sorcerer or magician on the earth. He knows different than Lord Sith. He's a magician. And he runs around with a golden cup in his hand and an upside down cross. He deals directly with Satan. Christ said, call no man father upon earth, for only one is in heaven is your father. How can you call him the Pontiff's father? This all came from the Roman Catholic Church. If you track the Roman Catholic Church, there's a trail of blood behind them. Everywhere they go, there's bloodshed, slavery, conquest, and lies. So we're to break down those lies, because we are in fact the true people of God. And the Vatican and the Euro government have paid billions of dollars to keep this information from us. Let me show you why they took it out of there. Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 8. Read.
But that which is made with hands is cursed, as well as it, as he that made it. He because he made it, and it because being corruptible, it was called God.
Being corruptible, that image was called God. Now, when the little slaves wake up and say, I want to find Jesus. Here's your Jesus. Here's your God. You see that? That's psychological warfare. You see that? There's more they took out. Read.
For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both like hateful unto God. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it.
So the Vatican and all those that put that up, there's a future judgment for this. Because there was a mindset behind this. There was an idea they were pushing during the Renaissance period. And it wasn't good for mankind. Read.
Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of God they are become an abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of men.
You see that? By doing this, it'll become a stumbling block to the souls of men. Because children, learn different than adults. So when I was a child, I opened up the Bible and I seen pictures of this guy. And I seen my grandmother and grandfather following it. So I was like, you know what? These must be the people that I'm reading of in the Bible. And I can't even include myself. That's total exclusion. You see that? Now if I don't have no self-pride or any connection with anything biblical, and I'm taught to follow the Bible, then that's a form of self-hatred. I learned to hate myself and love others. understood what they was doing when they did this. They brought it to the whole world. Over in Rio right now, you got an image of him like this. Caesar. In Italian. Read.
And a snare to the feet of the unwise. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication.
This was the beginning of spiritual fornication. Read.
And the invention of them the corruption of life. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever.
This wasn't from the beginning, neither will it be forever. Read.
For by the vainglory of men they entered into the world.
By the vainglory of men, these images entered into the world. Because people wanted to glorify themselves. Sounds like America, don't it? Read on.
And therefore shall they come shortly to an end. For a father afflicted with untimely mourning,
A father afflicted with untimely mourning, Rodrigo Borgia,
when he had made an image of his child,
so when he made an image of his child, Caesar,
soon taken away, now honored him as a god,
they honored him as a god, read,
which was then a dead man,
he was a dead man in Rome, read,
and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and
and
sacrifices.
used this image to bring forth ceremonies and sacrifices to the new world. Here. All right? The sixth pope, his son name was Caesar. Caesar Borgia was a poisoner. There's two books you can find this in. Sarah Bradford, The Life and Time of Caesar Borgia. Somebody pass my book out there so I can show it. I want you to see this because the majority of people don't know that this image wasn't drew like this by chance. There was a competition during the time called the Renaissance period. Yes, there was a competition between Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo to challenge to see who could impress the king into making a new image that would deceive the earth. Now, here he is in a book called Triptych of Poisoners. This dude was evil. Evil. And in the Last Supper picture, we can break down the Da Vinci Code right here. You don't need to pay and go to the movies. In the Leonardo da Vinci picture, the Last Supper, he's in the picture 3 times, and his sister Lucretia is in the picture twice. Look at it right here. 1, 2, 3. Same guy. And guess what? You paid nothing for that.